Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your man Big Soul here, and I'm back with another channel discussion. And the topic of discussion today kind of came to me while I was looking at another YouTuber by the name of Bellular Gaming. For you guys who don't know who that is, he's a big World of Warcraft YouTuber, and I saw his video, and the first thing I thought about it was, hey, I got to give my 2 cents on this. And the topic of the video was BFA weighing down its players, like making them more drained than Legion and stuff like that. Because as we know, Legion was a pretty draining X-Pack with all the artifact power farming and the Mythic Plus stuff and all that. But it got me thinking about BFA. It got me thinking about MMOs, like the MMO genre in general, and comparing it to other games, and like how much a person would play, like how much time they invest. Because let's be real, any game that you play, the automatic thing outside of the obvious money cost or you know the price of it, each game is going to be a time investment, and how much you invest, especially for MMOs, is what you get out the game. Like for instance, if you compare the recently released Spider-Man game, now going through the main story is pretty much a minimal time investment. Let's just say you don't, outside of like the forced side quest that they kind of put you on the path to do, the main story isn't that long. It's about 20 hours, maybe a little bit more of main story, and that's it. So you can invest that 20 hours, or you can invest the 20 hours plus the side quest, plus the research tokens, plus the challenges across the map, and you can get more fulfillment out the game. Same thing with the MMO. You can log on an MMO like World of Warcraft, like Final Fantasy, and do the bare minimum to get you where you need to go. If your goal is raiding in WoW, you can definitely jump in, get your item level right, and make it to the bare minimum of what a guild would probably want to take you in. Or you could work on your Heart of Azeroth neck and get it up to a high level, so it unlocks all your talents and your gear. You can make sure you have like the rep that you need to grind maxed out as soon as you possibly can, so you can have access to those emissaries and stuff like that. You can invest more time in your day-to-day by just farming, island expeditions and PvPing and stuff like that. So MMOs have a much more like bang for your, I guess bang for your buck is not the right term, but the kickback is much more noticeable when you invest more time into it than another game. But every single game has some sort of time investment. So my question, I guess, for everyone is, one, does BFA make you feel drained? And two, what do you expect to do? Like, what is your expectations for time investment of any game? Because like I'm thinking about it, and I've been thinking about all the games that I have played, and like I'm not a person who really likes to go through and do every single side quest and stuff like that, and like that was never me growing up. I think one of the first games that I actually completed on 100% and I like got the trophy for it on PlayStation and stuff like that was the Batman Arkham series. Like I did all of it because I really enjoyed that series. Especially with Arkham Knight. I think I missed a couple things with Asylum and City, but Arkham Knight, I definitely unlocked every single thing you could do. I even got the season pass, and that's just like blasphemy. I never get season passes. I rarely get DLC. Like I think Arkham Knight, Spider-Man that just came out, and if they ever release a God of War DLC, those are the only games I will ever get a DLC for. Like I don't get DLC at all, like ever. So I did everything with Batman Arkham Knight, and I feel like it was very fulfilling, like a very, very fulfilling experience. Because even though Arkham Knight isn't a short game, like I think it's a little bit longer than Spider-Man. I would say if you're just playing just through the story, you don't do any of the side villains, you're probably going to spend about 30 plus hours in that game, which is a decent amount of time. It's much more fulfilling when you're working along the side. When you're working along the main missions and a side villain pops up and you're like, well, I want to definitely go take care of him. So you do that, and then you still have the main story to feed off of. So it's just a lot more fulfilling for me personally. But like I said, I haven't always been like this. I've been a person who's just I'm going to play the story and that's it. Whatever happens afterwards, happens afterwards. A comparison I saw while looking deeper into this topic was Donkey Kong 64. It's like you have the option, and it's, just as fulfilling, I guess, for a platform game to just go through the main story, get what you can get. Or each zone, you can get all of the golden bananas. You can, complete it all on 100%. And that can give you a much more fulfilling playthrough. So it's not that I feel like BFA is draining. I just feel like there's a lot of stuff. And to be honest, coming off of Legion, I feel like BFA is a little bit better because you don't have to, like, I leveled 3 characters and it felt great not having to worry about legendaries and fucking, getting artifact traits and stuff like that. Like, it felt great. It felt great not to have to do all that. So I think BFA is has eased up a bit, whereas Legion was full force. Like, you got to do everything. Now, I will say that BFA, in my opinion, it feels like they put a much more of a focus on rep. Not a focus, but they made rep more important. Reputation and factions more important. And that could just be me, but I kind of feel like that's the case. So with that being said, reputation is reputation. Every MMO is going to have some kind of faction that you got to gain rep with, and it's a time investment. Like, the more you do their challenges, their dailies, their whatever they have in any game, eventually you're going to unlock the rewards for them, and then you won't have to do them anymore. But it's stuff like that, at least in my opinion, that continues the game. It makes it, grow and evolve, and it helps you, because let's be real, if you didn't, let's just say you leveled your character in BFA, right? Got it to 120, did some dungeons, got yourself some gear, LFR's out now, so you did LFR, you may have pugged the normal real fast, and you're doing bare minimum. You're really cheating yourself, because if you're paying month to month and you're not experiencing as much as you can, you're cheating yourself. I'm not saying you have to do everything. I'm not saying you have to, do every single battleground and, do every single dungeon and, do island expeditions till your fingers bleed. But if you want more fulfillment out of the game, I feel like you owe it to yourself to experience it. It's like, I don't want to log on the game just to log out and go do something else. Like, I want to log on to the game so I can experience it and, get to the rewards that, I want. So that's just my 2 cents on the topic. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think MMOs in general are draining? Do you think Battle for Azeroth is draining? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will definitely continue to put up some content. As always, tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm always happy to have new people watch the video, and if you're new, please like and subscribe. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe. I'm always going to try to put out content. But that's it for me. You guys have been great. I've been Big Soul, and I'm out. Peace.